Hi, my name is Nathan, and today we're going to do a comic book review of Dark Ages, issue number 5, brought to you by Rated Comics. Let's get to it. We begin this issue with the burial and the ceremony of Nick Fury, a man who has fought wars for so long but spent the last years of his life proudly building something better, transporting refugees across the seas away from harm. All the heroes are gathered together in honor of Nick Fury. Deadpool goes to the group and tells them, "Welcome to Europe. Before I bring out my standard hats and axes, I just want to gauge how everyone feels about the cultural stereotypes." Obviously, he has no idea what this whole ceremony is all about. Everyone's mourning. Gabby, Wolverine, tells him that, hey, Nick Fury has died. He's like, yeah, you can't be serious, man. I'm sorry. He was one of the good guys. So everyone just kind of gets in their moment. Meanwhile, in Paris, Apocalypse asks Tony Stark, can it be done? And they hypnotized under the purple gaze of Kilgrave. He's like, I understand what you want, but I need to see the size of the problem. So what they're going to do is they're going to go into the portal and go into where the Unmaker is at, in the center of the earth. Kilgrave is like, you know, Apocalypse, I hate going there. He gives them that look like, okay, but I will, of course. We're headed there. We're going to the center of the earth. At the end of the center of the earth, Apocalypse looks at the problem, and Unmaker is asleep because Doctor Strange started the EMP portal, but he died. He tells the gang, do not touch Doctor Strange. His body is decayed, but his magical wards still remain in place. So they say, all that power enough to knock out a planet coming from such a small portal. But the thing is, their hypothesis, their thesis, is the neutron stars lies inside, giving off a constant electromagnetic pulse. So Tony Stark's like, that's a good working theory. What Apocalypse wants to do is he wants to control the mind of the Unmaker, but they have to find some way to contain this portal. So Apocalypse figures to inhabit, to take control of power beyond that of even a celestial or god, I will need minutes, perhaps an hour at the longest. Can you contain the power of a neutron star for an hour? Can it be done? And Tony Stark's like, it's impossible, but I'm always up for a challenge. Tony's mind had begun turning and the clock was ticking, so they have to reach France to stop Apocalypse and his plan to control the Unmaker. And even though it's Tony Stark saying it's impossible, chances are he will work and work and work to try to figure out how to do it. But there's a problem. Peter Parker's daughter and Luke Cage and Jessica Jones's daughter snuck in on the boat, and they figure they have to get him back to shore, get him back away from the danger. And they ask Storm, how long would it take for you to be ready for sail? And Jessica Jones like, Storm's not sailing. And Storm's like, yes, exactly. I'm not sailing. You need every advantage you could get against Apocalypse. If we free Europe, if we end the tyrant, the refugee crisis ends too. So the last great threat to Wakanda and the world is removed. I'm coming with you. So with multiple going back and forth, and even Dr. Doom is giving parental advice to Peter Parker of all people. He's like, dude, I really don't need to be taking parental advice from Dr. Doom. Don't even go there, bro. But they figure the best situation, the best scenario is, instead of sending the kids back and risking danger, is to keep the kids with them. It's counteractive, but you know what? What are you gonna do in this situation? We all hands on deck in this scenario. And not to mention, dude did make a good point. If it hadn't been for the kids sounding an alarm with the Ghost Raiders, the attack could have been more fatal to all of us. But we had those couple seconds to get ready for it. So Deadpool takes the Kang to the Deadmobile, and I'm gonna take you on a course to Europe because I've been beaten, stabbed, and shot in every part of the continent, and I am an expert in places to avoid. So all aboard, and we set out to save the world. Heroes and villains, Avengers, mutant, children, and dinosaur. Deadpool was the tour guide. On their way to France, on their way, soon they had to stop at night because it's dark, and you know, you gotta stop, you gotta rest. And they stopped in the forest away from the major roads, but Wolverine sniffs something in the forest, and Blade is like, what is it? It's hard to say, it's a mix of scents, bitter, rotten, but the scents are faint. Blade is like, well, if something is hunting us, then let's go hunt the hunter quietly. Above in the trees, Wolverine sees something. Get ready. And she gets impaled. But what is it? I love the horror element, how they're getting attacked by something unknown. So the attack goes on. Blade swings. All this is happening. Meanwhile, Gabby, Wolverine had the unique power. Nanites in her body meant that she couldn't feel no pain. But the nanites lost their power when the world did. And now she feels everything. And the screams are overheard by the rest of the gang. Doom is like, stay together, stay with the fire. And Luke Cage's daughter is like, Mom, Don't worry, Danny, everything's gonna be okay. We all knew a whole lot of danger was coming our way, but it was a kind of danger that could evade the spider sense. And that's when Peter Parker knew, if I can't evade the spider sense, and he figured that's when Moon Knight's girl's light was about to reveal what it really is attacking. Venom and Carnage, two symbiotes joined together around one host. So Devil Dinosaur, Moon Knight's Devil Dinosaur, threw himself in front of their attack and protected her. And he trumps at the Venom Carnage symbiote, throws him in the middle. Now that they know what's going on, they all launch an assembled combined multi-attack. But once they knew what they were fighting, the Nightmare didn't stand a chance. The two symbiotes are both afraid of fire. So Iron Girl, powered by a furnace, unleashes this flame, dislodges the symbiote away. Sue Storm's shield, everyone says Storm. She does that. Storm unleashes this giant-sized thunder attack to end the symbiote once and for all. And underneath that symbiote is Miles Morales. They gained a friend, Miles. And Miles Morales like, hey man, I got to warn you about something. Nothing is going to be okay. I heard it all. I know how Apocalypse is going to end the world. And that's how we end Dark Ages issue number 5. I am looking forward to issue number 6 to see how this is going to end. Apocalypse the world with all the heroes in this combined event all coming together. Dude, you can't get any better than this in my personal opinion. Link in description if you wish to add this comic book to your comic book collection, because I personally feel this is going to be a classic. That's just my personal opinion. I dig the story, I love the story, and I know you'll love it too. With that being said, Dark Ages issue number 5. What you guys think of the comic book? Comment below, let me know. And also, if you like the content we're throwing up, you know what to do. Don't be shy and don't be stingy. Here at Rated Comics, we do awesome comic book reviews, comic book related content with the occasional comic book giveaway. Thanks again for watching. Until next time.